Hey guys, welcome back to a very special episode of the Stand By Face podcast. I'm Aaron.
I'm Jarrod.
And today is our end of the year review holiday special. We got a fun episode for you today.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break from all the rants and the seriousness. We want to get some laughs this time. So we're gonna go over all the sets that came out this year in 2021, and we wanted to.
Jarrod thought of a little game we could play.
Yeah, we each created our own nicknames for each one, and
we're gonna see who came up with the better nicknames.
Yeah, we want to hear from you guys. So let us know who won or who came up with the better nicknames this time. Mine have a certain theme, I guess you can say. That's when you think about it, when you say them out loud, they're gonna be like, "That is really stupid," but I'm hoping it's going to get some pretty good laughs out of it.
Yeah.
So,
and neither of us have heard each other's at all. So yeah. This will be fun.
Yeah.
We were hoping to get Cody here because that would have been really funny. But, like we've said, he's a little busy right now. So
Yeah. Well, he'll be back.
Yeah. We'll get him in it.
So where would you want to start, Aaron?
Let's start at the very beginning.
Well, we have Blazing Vortex that came out in February 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you start? So actually, let me give you a summary of the set real quick.
Let's do a summary of each of them, and then we'll do the nicknames at the end of the...
So this set had the Trishula Collector's Rare. That was the primary chase card. Had the new Armed Dragon Thunder cards. It feels like this was forever ago when this set came out.
It was almost a year at this point.
Yeah.
February, so 10 months.
Yeah, it had the very, very underwhelming Spriggan's archetype, S-Force archetype.
The what? What are those?
S-Force, yeah. And Warrock, that's, remember, we're going to war with Warrock. Did, however, have, this was the set that Tri-Brigade Kit came out in. That's why it didn't get reprinted in the this year's Megatons that came out. Mm-hmm. It also had Pot of Prosperity, which is still a incredibly expensive card.
Yeah, I mean that was probably the highlight of that set.
Yeah.
I'd probably give that whole set a 5.
That's what I was thinking too. So
yeah,
very, very mediocre in my opinion. Had some good one-of cards in it, but I didn't buy any packs. Did you?
I think I bought 2 just for shits and giggles, just to see if I could pull something. Then I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, and didn't get.
Yeah, I usually buy at least 1 or 2, even if it's a crappy set, even like Synchro Storm.
Yeah, true. That's very true. So the internet has dubbed this. This is the nickname that you'll see on like Twitter or something like that. Blazing Dumpster Fire. What's your nickname?
I went with Blazing Annoyance or Blazing Mediocrity.
Okay. Not bad. Here's my nickname. Blazing Fart Text.
Wait, so hold on. Is your theme that toilet humor?
That is exactly the face that I wanted to see whenever I said that one. Blazing Fart Text.
Blazing Fart Text. Oh, this is going to be a fun episode.
Yep. Coming up next, we have the Freezing Chains Structure Deck.
Oh, give us a little rundown. What all was in it?
So I had a couple new of the Ice Barrier cards in it. It has a new Trishula Synchro Monster. I think he's a Synchro 11. Mm-hmm. If I remember off the top of my head, I don't even remember. It's actually a pretty good card. He's just hard to summon. I don't think there's even any decks that play him right now. When the set came out, the reprints in it sucked. To be honest with you, too. I think the best reprint it had in it was what's it called? Is it Crackdown? The trap card that steals the monster, and that's all it is. So, like, okay, I didn't buy any of that either. Did you?
No, I didn't buy any Freezing Chains.
I've got 2 nicknames for this one. So my first nickname is Lukewarm Chains.
Okay.
See, you're pretty lame, but I got a smile. That's all that matters. Hit me. What's yours?
Freezing Pain in the Ass.
Okay. Similar to, this is the real nickname on this one.
Oh, God.
Freezing Turds. How about that?
Oh man,
this episode is going to be fun. All right, moving on, we have the illustrious
Ghost from the Past. I am kind of curious to hear what you have to say about, or at least what your nickname is, because Ghost from the Trash, which is what the internet dubbed it, was too on the money, you know?
Yeah. So, I'm actually a little disappointed in my nickname for this one, but just to give a quick review of the set, came out in, April 15th. It had the new Dragunity Cars. A lot of people were pissed because that was supposed to be a structure deck that the OCG got that we didn't get. They pulled the cards out and split them out in this. As you know, it had the Dark Magician, Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, Firewall Dragon, and BLS as their Ghost Rares. The best chase card that was not the Ghost Rares was evenly matched, and that had like 3 or 4 reprintings before that.
Yeah, this was essentially a cash grab for Konami for the Ghost Rares.
And the Ghost Rares are incredibly hard to pull. I looked it up. It was anywhere, depending on the source that you looked at, they would say it was 1 per every 2 cases, or it was 1.5 for 2 cases.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was the average. So if you bought multiple cases and you averaged 1 per case, then you won. Because most people didn't. So
that's nuts.
Yeah. So very, very underwhelming set. I actually bought let me think. I bought a display box. I think it had 5 boxes total worth in it, if I remember off the top of my head. And after that, I just felt like man, this sucks. Naturally, I didn't get a Ghost Rare, as you know. So yeah, I didn't buy any more after that. I think I bought Dragunity Remus and as a single card after those boxes and nothing else. I
didn't buy a single thing from, not a single or box or anything of Ghost from the Past. Just because my luck of pulling higher rarities is not good. Yeah. And if I do, it's not the one that I want. It's always something that I'll probably never use. And so, I don't know. So that's why I was like, I'm not going to waste my money. Yeah. I'll save it for one of the next sets coming up.
So I think Ghost from the Trash is the best nickname, but my nickname on it was Farts from the Trash. Or Farts from the Past, excuse me.
Farts from the Past.
I'm in the habit of saying trash.
Farts from the past.
Yeah.
Mine was Co-Money Strikes.
Co-Money
Strikes.
I like that. I'll give you the win on that one. All right, next
Ancient Guardians.
Yeah. Next booster box came out May the 6th.
My God, I can already predict what your nickname is. Okay, but before you say it, let me predict it. But go ahead and give the review.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a quick review. Came out with the Ogdoadic archetype, which was actually pretty cool. I like that archetype. Not as competitive as we hoped it would be. Came out with the Sarkic archetype, which I flopped on that one. I bought quite a few of those cards, and it's gone absolutely nowhere. So it also came out with Sulfur. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh, nothing.
The collector rares that came out were pretty good too. It had Skullmeister, Pankratops, and Trade In as the collector rares. So pretty good staples.
Yeah, they had some good staples. It was just the new archetypes weren't as big as they should have been. You know?
Yeah, a lot of,
because snakes were a thing for about a week or two, and then they're gone. So
when that set came out, there was like 5 people at our locals that played it.
Yeah, I mean weekend, that first week. Yeah, so I mean I'd probably give that set a 6.
So I had 2, 6 out of 10.
So
take a guess. What do you think?
So Ancient Fardians.
Yeah. That's exactly. I have multiple nicknames, but that was the leading one in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
mine was, remember when snakes were a thing?
Yeah, it's a good one. Ancient Floppians.
Yeah.
How about Washed Up Guardians? How about Retired Guardians?
Okay.
Or Senior Guardians?
Senior Guardians.
Instead of Ancient Seniors? I don't know. Pretty lame. But yeah, Ancient Fardians was my leading one on that one.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm gonna go through here and just think if I could
see if you can guess it. Yeah, we're gonna get some laughs on this one. I know we will. Next set, let's do Lightning Overdrive. Came out in June the 3rd. This had the all-powerful Diviner of Herald and Mubeta Fafnir for the Drytron archetypes. Came out with the Amazement archetype. The illustrious Scrap Raptor came out with Dark Honest. We saw that being used in our locals recently, Dark Honest, and they won with it because of it. The opponent wasn't prepared. It had Tri-Brigade Bearbrum in it. It's their Link 3, if I'm not mistaken. Came out with the branded cards. It did, however, come out with more War Rock cards. Rudy Rose Dragon.
I'm hoping that one of yours is just...
Oh, yeah? You might be surprised.
Oh.
The Starlights in this set were Black Rose Dragon, so that's a good one. Booker of Lunar Eclipse and the Live Twin Kissy Kill Frost, I think is what it's called. So, yeah, pretty good set on this one. I originally had this one ranked as a 7 out of 10. I think I actually might say, looking back, in hindsight, I think this was better than I gave it credit for. Maybe leave it as a 7, but might go as high as an 8 out of a 10. Just because it did have some pretty good meta-defining cards in it.
I'll agree with that. So what do you have for Lightning Overdrive?
Well, the internet has dubbed this one Lightning Underdrive.
Okay.
My nickname is not the toilet humor this time. It's it's kind of lame. I was a little disappointed on this one. I called it Lightning Slow Drive only.
Slow Drive only, okay.
What you got?
Co-Money's Return. So you had Co-Money Strikes and now Co-Money's Return.
Are yours Jedi theme or Star Wars theme?
No. Co-Money Strikes Back. I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
That's the last of the Co-Money jokes, though.
We need to make that a thing. I think we need to make a shirt or something like that with
Co-Money
Strikes Back or something.
I mean, yeah, Co-Money already is a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have not seen that. We have the Egyptian God structure decks.
This was... Okay, hold on. I'm going to ask y'all, what's the point of this thing? Seriously, I bought it like a week ago just because it was there, and I didn't buy one when it first came out, and I kind of regret it because there's really no point in this.
Do you have the cards in it still?
Yeah.
Is that just the box?
No, I think I've got the cards for it, but I also had cards from, I want to say there's a pack of Bursts of Destiny in here as well. So I opened them all at the same time. So
you had...
Yeah, so here you go. You get Obelisk the Tormentor, Soul Crossing, Fist of Fate, Divine Evolution, Level Resist Wall, Angel 01, Marmar. Harpy's Feather Duster was the only useful thing in that whole box. Nimble Mamanga.
Yeah.
Bazu the Soul Eater, like Cyber Dragon, like I genuinely don't understand why this was a thing, because hasn't there already been like,
can I see the cards real quick?
Yeah, God decks in the past like that they've made to buy?
Yeah, so these three, Soul Crossing, Fist of Fate, and Divine Evolution, in my opinion, are the only reason to buy these, because these are new cards.
Okay.
So if you were to make like an Egyptian God deck, you would want these, but that's about it.
But that's the point, is who's out there trying to make an Egyptian God deck?
Nobody that's playing competitively or at your locals. Nobody that's playing at your locals.
And anyone that's playing casual that wants an Egyptian God deck, they're going out and getting the cards out as singles if they don't already have it now. I don't know anyone coming into the game new that is building Egyptian God decks. I could be wrong. There could be people out there. I just feel like this was kind of a waste.
Yeah. You remember that guy? I'm not going to say his name. That's at our locals that built the The Sacred Beast deck. Because he loves the show. Remember that? Remember he had that really, really big, thick binder that I was trading with last time we were there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That guy. That's the kind of guy that, he loves the show, so he built the deck that he wants to play, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But he didn't win a single match that night, And I mean, I guess the forbidden cards in here are, pretty good for a casual player if they don't already have them, which I assume they do, because those have been reprinted quite a bit. Harpy's Feather Duster, I guess, that's an ultra, isn't it? Or is that a super?
Super.
Oh, it's a super.
Yeah.
So I was not happy with this set. I did not buy any of them either. And I love the original show with the Egyptian gods. So there was a point in time where I had an Egyptian god deck. I don't anymore, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I have thought recently about going back, and because, I started within the last couple years. I'm still slowly making my way through the show, but I have thought about going back and making decks for all the old original decks like Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, the Gods, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Playing with those casually and stuff. Just so I can still get that,
nostalgia.
That experience.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this set a 2 out of 10. This is one of the worst sets of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Other than those 3 new cards for the Egyptian gods, nothing. Nothing else in it.
My nickname is
Hit Me.
Why Bother?
It's pretty good. You want to hear my nickname for it?
Are you serious?
Dude, look, I literally put fart sounds as the nickname. And you said that on the last set we were talking about. I was like, it's coming up next.
I was going to be like Egyptian farts. Or
I thought about doing that, actually. I
Farting
thought about Egyptian farts, but I was like, nah, let's just blow a raspberry into the mic instead. All right, next we have King's Court. Came out in July 8th. So this had the new Joker cards in it, which they go along with the nostalgia for the ones that watched the original show. It came out with the single, number F-Zero Utopic Draco Future, the new XYZ monster that is really helping out. Oh God, I'm having a brain fart. Hang on. Phantom Knights. There you go.
Phantom Knights. Okay.
Like every top tier Phantom Knight deck is running it because they're one of the few that can summon it. So, it's mostly a reprint set. It had like some Yang Zing cards in it that was pretty cool. It had the Utopia as a collector rare. Reinforcement of the Army was a collector rare in this one.
Mm-hmm.
A couple other good reprints in it too. New archetypes are kind of underwhelming in it. The Joker cards it's not competitive in any way or anything like that. It's just good for the casual player, something like that. Looking back, I rank this one a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 5 just because. I mean, I didn't really. That's another one of those. There wasn't really much to it other than the one card.
Yeah, I bought one card out of that set. I didn't buy a single pack. I just bought one single, and it was number F-Zero, and it's in my binder.
So, what do you got for your nickname on this one?
I've got 2. So I have the Laughing Court instead of King's Court, and then I have King's Fart.
I did Court Jester because this was a joke.
yeah, it was a joke. You're correct. Before we move on to the next set,
okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to add. I forgot to mention it had the new God rares in it that completely flopped. That nobody can find. They were so ridiculously short printed. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The for those that don't, it's the Egyptian gods were reprinted in this set, like Obelisk, and they're reprinted as ultra rares. And like the problem with Obelisk, for example, is everything looks like a normal ultra rare, except in the background of the picture you see the like Egyptian hieroglyphs, which is brand new, and it actually looked cool. For the most part, it didn't really look good on Obelisk just because there's so little space behind Obelisk.
It takes up the whole image.
Yeah, a lot of people pulled it and didn't know what they had. They didn't even know it was different because it's so minimal, And they're actually, if you look them up, they're ridiculously hard to get. Well, I mean, they're expensive to get just because they were so ridiculously hard to pull. So really, really short printed.
Wow.
And plus they had the regular ultra rares in them. So if you got one, it was really lucky, but you were also pulling the regular ultra rares too. So that's why it flopped. I don't know what Konami was thinking with that. And it was completely unannounced. Like we didn't even know it until people were opening the packs and they're like, what the hell is this? And then it came out later like, oh yeah, that's the new Egyptian god rares, I think is what they call them.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I do think that my next 2 nicknames are probably my best. Not saying they're good. I'm just saying they're probably my best out of all the ones I have listed.
Okay.
So up next is Dawn of Majesty.
Mm-hmm.
It's an okay set. It had its ups and downs.
Yeah, this was the first set that we reviewed on the channel. If you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Came out in August 12th. It had the new Beat Trooper archetype, which is a TCG exclusive. It had the Despia archetype, which I really, really like. I want those cards. Had the Magic Key archetype. I think Magic Key still has really good potential if they just give it the right support, which they probably won't.
Well, and my question with Despia is like, how frequent is it actually being used in the meta with the invoked, combo and all that? Like, was it hyped for a couple weeks and then now it's kind of fizzled out? Because most of what I'm seeing is still just Invoke Shadal. I'm not seeing a whole lot of Despia being used.
Yeah, I think Invoke Shadal is still better. But it's hard to say because Despia is going to meld really well with the Albaz stuff that's coming out. They basically played Despia instead of Shadal, and it's invoked Despia. And, me, a Drytron player, I've come up against that once at locals, and he just walked all over me like there was nothing I could do. And I did full combo on one of the rounds too, and he still got past me. So I think it's underrated. Granted, that was the first time I went up against it, so I didn't really know what I was doing. But
maybe this set did better than I was thinking because my nickname's going to be a little underwhelming now.
Well, my nickname is, kind of underwhelming for this set too, but I think it's pretty funny. One last thing to add is it had Stardust Dragon Starlight in it, so that's a fan favorite card, Starlight rare. I give the set a 7 out of 10. Looking back in hindsight, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
So my nickname is Dawn of Majesty.
See, I went a similar route, but a different word. I went Yawn of Majesty.
Ah, that's a good one. I didn't think of the yawn. If it would have had some good reprints in it, it would have been a much better set. I think that's the only thing it really lacked. Had good archetypes in it, just not any good reprints.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was complaining about yesterday. Like if they'd have thrown Boral and Dragon in that set or something like that too, or give it a reprint like Magician Souls or whatever. It can be anything.
Yeah.
Then the set would have been a 9 or 10 out of 10 or something like that. Next set we had. I didn't come up with any nicknames to this one. This is the OTS 17.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't have it on my list.
Yeah, let's just go past that one.
The OTS packs, everyone's only after the ultis. That's it.
Basically. It had I think it's Scrap Raptor is a super rare, so gave that a rarity bump on that one. And then just the ultis, so that's about it. Cyber Strike structure deck came out October 14th. As we know, it had infinite impermanence in it. What would you rate that structure deck?
Honestly, 6.
How come?
Because other than imperm, I don't see here's my thing with the structure decks is that if you buy 3 of Cyber Strike, you could probably build a decent Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dart deck. Still, it didn't do anything really to help the meta at all that I saw. Really, its big thing was people got it for the imperms. Yeah,
I thought about I went to Walmart this week and I saw 3 of them on the shelf, and that's all they had for cards. I thought about getting them just for Cody, but it's gonna be a Christmas present for him. Yeah. But I was just thinking I know he already has the Cyber Dragon deck, so
and he's not
probably just needs the imperms anyway.
Yeah, I think he's got 1 imperm, and I now have a 4th that I was gonna give him.
Wasn't there a new Cyber Dragon card in there for that too?
There was.
That was good.
Oh, there was Cyber Eternal. That didn't really see a whole lot of play, at least that I saw. And then, what was the other one? I can't remember off the top of my head.
I don't either.
I bought a couple of them.
I don't. Yeah, I don't play
I
either. I don't play either Cyber Dragon or Cyber Strike, so I don't even remember. Or Cyber Dark. Did I say Cyber Strike?
Yeah, I only bought one of them so I could finally get my third Imperm because I thought it was going to be more expensive than the actual box itself. Last I checked, it was the same price as the box.
Probably, yeah.
So,
what was your nickname for this one?
Cyber Strikeout.
Good. Here's mine. See if you get it. Cyber, where's my Lightning Storm Strike? As we all probably know, OCG got Infinite Impermanence and Lightning Storm in their set, but they, TCG pulled out Lightning Storm from it, so they only...
Yeah, but no one expected Lightning Storm to be in Cyber Strike.
I did.
You're not going to get Imperm and Lightning Storm in a Cyber Dragon.
The OCG did. The OCG did. I don't care. Give it to me.
The OCG is different than the TCG.
I don't care. They shouldn't be getting better products than us just because they're OCG. That's, you know what I mean? It's not fair.
I don't know. The market's different, man.
Yeah, it's lame. So, Konami, fix your stuff. Give us better products. Let's see. What's next? Synchro Storm. October 28th, 2 weeks later.
So, if we're going solely based off of booster sets, not including the starter decks or anything like that, I'm going to call this probably the worst set of the year, in my opinion.
How come?
I feel like it was more lackluster than anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, like I said, this may be my noob shown, but as far as I know, that there was one card in this whole thing that everyone wanted, and that was it. The Baron de Fleur.
Yeah. And that is a super expensive card that I do not have because it is too expensive. It did have some new Speedroid cards in it. I know that's apparently pretty good support for the deck. I don't play them, so I don't know. It had Lyreless support in there too that I think Tri-Brigade players are using right now. It did have the what the heck is the name of that card? The cover card is it Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, I think, which is cool, but he's cheap. Nobody wants him. I agree with you. I gave it a 6 out of 10 just because it did have like fan favorite stuff in it with some new, I guess new card in it. But
I will take that back. It'll be the second worst. King's Court's the worst. Because other than the God Rares and the one Utopic card, what else?
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your nickname?
Only bought for Baron de Fleur.
I got 2 nicknames for this one. This one, I called it Synchro Flop instead of Synchro Storm. Because it did, dude. You still see Synchro Storm on...
Storm.
Yeah.
Is that the other one?
No.
Oh.
No. Well, no... I mean, you still see Synchro Storm on people's shelves. Like, nobody's buying it.
Yeah.
So it's still on the shelves at our locals. The real nickname for this one is Synchro Too Close to Burst of Destiny Storm.
Yeah. That's due to delays.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, Burst of Destiny was a week later.
Yeah.
And, just moving into that set, that came out on November 4th. Had the pretty dang good archetype of Sword Soul in it. Flew Under Ease archetype, which had, that's 2 decks in it, brand new, that are, in the meta right now. It had new Rocket support, which I bought all of.
Gave us DPE,
that's right. New Beat Trooper support, Despia, Magic-E supports in it. It had the Elemental Hero Stratos as Starlight.
I will say that this one is one of the contenders for set of the year because it was really good. I gave it a 9
out of 10.
9, yeah.
This is the best booster in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd probably say 8.5 or 9. Yeah.
Looking at Burst of Destiny compared to all the other boosters in the year, like they don't even compare. Burst of Destiny is way better in my opinion than all of them. So I'll lead off.
I think I'll agree with you for the most part. There's only one that I feel like could possibly contend as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get into that later. So what do you got nickname wise?
If this one would have had a couple of good reprinted cards in it, it would have been a 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
Yeah,
just for all the new awesome support that did come in it. So I have one nickname for this one, and it's Burst of Destiny. Whee!
Burst of Destiny.
That's it's pretty lame, I know.
I call it Delay of Destiny.
Burst of Delay. How about that?
I like Delay of Destiny better.
Yeah, I do too. That is way better. That is way better.
Because that to me, that was, other than like, if we could have had a couple new reprints, that would have made the thing perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But the delay was the only downside of the whole thing.
It really was, yeah. I think it was supposed to come out was it October originally or something like that? I don't
remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had Maximum Gold come out like 2 or 3 weeks later. What is that?
It came out on the
18th.
Was
is what I had. Yeah.
Maximum Gold.
So that was 2 weeks later. Yeah.
Best side set of the year.
Best side set of the year.
Mm-hmm. Should we have had the reprints sooner? Yes.
That is the only reason why I gave it a 9 out of 10 instead of 10 out of 10.
Okay, I'll agree with you there because the reprints they gave were really good. The premium golds were phenomenal, and maximum golds. They're still called premium gold rares.
Oh, is it?
The set is called maximum gold, but they're still called premium golds.
Okay, keep going.
But yeah, the premium golds were great, and even the premium golds. The reprints of the expensive cards like Access Code Talker and Anaconda, they're reasonably priced. Mm-hmm. They haven't skyrocketed to where my wallet is hurting,
Yeah, I still haven't collected all of the ones that I need from the set.
Not all of them. Let's see. We just looked yesterday. Access Code Talker's down to 45, 50, something like that. Because it had skyrocketed to like $70 at one point.
It was.
Luckily, I pulled one since the last episode where I complained about it.
Wasn't it like $100 pre-sale too?
Something like that. Oh, well,
$62.
I could have swore I saw one for 45. Maybe that was eBay.
Could have been, yeah.
But still, other than Access Code, I mean, even Anaconda was 20.
I think so. What is he at now?
It was 18 or 20 because we looked last night. $13 for Anaconda. Before this one was $40.
Get him while you can.
Well,
yeah.
When I bought it in January, it was $40.
I think he was like 50 to 60 before Maximum Gold came out. So get your copy of that while you can.
Yeah, like if y'all, Pot of Extravagance is less than $20 now. I mean, this set was great for reprints, and the gold rares look phenomenal. Mm-hmm. So best side set of the year in my opinion.
Agreed. Hands down. Yeah. My only complaint is just there are other reprints that we need to have too. And some of the reprints that we got in this set, we should have gotten sooner.
Yeah.
So that's it. Everything else is great. Now I do have a nickname. I just thought it was funny. My nickname does not reflect how I think about this set. Mm-hmm. I called it Maximum Fool's Gold.
See, I thought of that one, but I was like, it's too on the nose. Plus, I don't feel that way about it.
Yeah. So. And I was thinking that at first because these are stuff that we should have gotten sooner. Mm-hmm. That was my train of thinking as to why I came up with that.
Plus, some of them were very misprinted and screwed up. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mine was Maximum Reprints or Reprints Galore.
Maximum Reprints is better, I think.
Reprints. So, last but not least, Brothers of Legend. Mm-hmm. And as I was saying earlier, I think this is the only set, in my opinion, that could contend with Burst of Destiny for set of the year. And part of that is just because of the reprints we got out of it.
Yeah, so this is a side set though, or not a side set. This is a reprint set, and Burst of Destiny is a booster box.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only thing. So Brothers of Legend should have all the best reprints in it, but it has very few new cards in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the Karibo cards in it. That's purely being sold just because it's Karibo from the original show, and that's it. I mean, there's...
So do we want to say best new card set, best reprint set?
No, I still say Maximum Gold is a better reprint set than this.
Well, sure. It's Maximum Gold and Ghosts from the Past. They're called like side sets. They're different than these booster boxes.
Yeah, I agree. I give this one... Why did I rate this one so low? What do you have this one as? What do you give it?
Brothers of Legend, I think it was about an 8.5 or a 9.
When we gave the set review, I think I rated this as a 6 out of 10.
A 6?
Didn't I do that?
I don't know. Did we?
We reviewed this set last time. I think I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. And the reason why, looking back in hindsight, now that the set is released,
all the reprints we should have gotten sooner.
Yes, and Konami screwed us on Forbidden Droplet. It's a really short printed card, so it's not going to be any cheaper for people to buy.
Oh my god, the evil heroes, Jarrod.
Yes,
the evil heroes.
Yes, buy those while you can,
because they're both down to like $20. So I need to get mine now.
Yeah, who knows when they're going to get reprinted again? They may not even. I mean, I guess there's a Utopia alternate art that looks pretty cool in there.
Mm-hmm.
Red Eyes Fusion getting the ultra rare treatment. I mean, I guess that's cool. I think it's already had one though. What am I missing? Shooting Star Dragons in it. Downward Magician. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Starlight again. I would have liked that better if they would have given us Red Eyes as a secret and a Starlight in the set instead of just a Starlight, so people can get him.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'll agree with that to some point,
and that's why I don't think Dragoon is going to get banned.
I would like a secret Dragoon, but I know the moment we get one, he's going to be extremely short printed, and
then he'll get banned right after he comes out, probably. Yeah, because that's how Konami does their stuff. It's dumb. My nickname for this one is Second Cousins of Legend. It's not as well liked as others.
Farts of Legend.
No,
you jump ship on the second half of the reviews for that theme.
I know.
I called it Hero Players Rejoice.
Yeah, and we need to talk about this at some point too. There might be the next Legendary Duelist that has the hero stuff in it too. So
yeah, there's rumors that we could be getting Liquid Soldier, or Liquid Man, whatever he's called.
Yeah, this one had. I didn't even mention Magician Souls. Finally, we get that reprint. Whatever.
Oh yeah, Magician Souls.
Yeah, what if should have gotten that a year ago.
So, all in all, how would you compare? Like, how would you rate this year versus last year?
This year, I probably like this year better because we did get some really cool archetypes this year. Sword Soul,
yeah,
specifically.
I'll say this year started off bad, but we ended on a very good note.
Definitely,
it got better and better, and I'm hoping Konami will take this and roll into 2022 and give us good stuff, because we've got the next couple sets. We've got some new archetypes coming out that look promising. We've got some good reprints coming out. Early 2022 looks good so far. So we'll just have to wait and see. But
yeah, Battles of Chaos.
Battle of Chaos. Grand Creators is up first, and we're getting because we got 3 archetypes coming in Grand Creators, or just 2. Because we have Exorcisters, Punk, and then
that's all I remember.
Maybe it's just the 2, and then they have the new Inzector card from the Creator Card Project.
Yeah.
So,
looks good so far. I don't know so much about the new archetypes. I haven't really, looked into those to see how meta they're going to be, but they're selling nothing but nostalgia and Battles of Chaos, so we'll see.
There's a lot of people that are saying that Exorcisters are going to be the next Sky Strikers. I think that's only because apparently the artist who did Sky Strikers also did Exorcisters. That may be the only reason people even making that comment. So, but I haven't looked into them enough to know. So we may.
Maybe that needs to be our next video. Let's break down the archetypes coming.
I'll agree to that.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up our episode for today. I want to know who came up with the better nicknames. We probably post a poll on our Twitter page whenever you get this uploaded. And same thing with Facebook, of course. So you guys reach out and let us know. Let us know in the comments, like video, subscribe. If you guys want any other content you want us to discuss, let us know.
Yeah. We'll see you next time, guys.
Peace out.